Number 1, aliens are abducting us. Aliens signed an agreement to abduct humans from collective evolution July 12, 2015. The U.S. government signed an agreement in 1954 with extraterrestrials, granting them the right to experience humans as free adults that are in the treaties. Well documented the terms of the treaty were only a small number of humans could be abducted. They had to be returned to their original locations. Their memories had to be wiped, and the aliens were closest and middlest of the images they were taking from Majestic 12. However, it became clear that the aliens were taking far more humans than they had originally bargained for. Was found the origins of the human-alien conflict that persists today. More than 66 humans were killed in the firefight that ensued during one of the most secret battles in modern human history. The major military affairs of this world, including the USA, Russia, and China, did in constant conflict with the aliens. There are 11 distinct races of aliens here on Earth, with 2 of them being benevolent. He shows a picture of an alien who has been working on the U.S. Pentagon since 1943, knows of Al Valley and 4. This being has not changed significantly in appearance in years, and is likely still working with the U.S. government in some capacity, probably under duress. Via the NSA is being controlled by aliens, and through them they are observing us. From the NSA was specifically created to communicate with aliens, and the aliens are to deal with the U.S. government, which are infiltrated by the aliens. Written by Vista in October 2012. In 1952, the government created the NSA to deal with aliens. One of the projects was Project Sigma, that had its objective communication with alien species. Dwight D. Eisenhower negotiated a treaty with extraterrestrials and established an inner circle of Illuminati to manage relations with the aliens and keep the presence from the general public. At one of the meetings, an agreement was made to explain some of the following provisions. The United States would not reveal alien presence and would not interfere with alien operations. The United States would allow the aliens to abduct its citizens. The aliens would provide the United States with technology and beam, weaponry, gravitational propulsion, mind control, and implant technology. Some time after the government made the agreement with the aliens, they began to suspect that the aliens were abducting a large number of people that had reported to the National Security Council. On the list, people are being actively killed in order to spread the facts about the situation. The inner core of the NSA CIA is deeply controlled by the Greys. Harm C. Gridlock is bad. Professional gridlock has a negative impact on America. While the shutdown was going on for more than 2 weeks, there were new horror stories every day about the short-term constant heat effects, such as closed national parks, veterans not being allowed to visit monuments, fishermen not being able to practice their trade, and the families of deceased military personnel not receiving death benefits. The really big and telling long-term story, however, came as the shutdown was winding down. The damage that has been and will be done to the economy over the past 3 years due to congressional gridlock runs into the hundreds of billions of dollars. Even more disturbing is the impact that this malfunctioning economy has on the psyche and behavior of the average American consumer and citizen. The question becomes whether the real economy and this confidence will rebound. In fact, the so-called defeat of the conservative right and the shutdown is intensified and amplified by those on that side of the spectrum. Put very simply, congressional gridlock is killing the American dream. Is being sacrificed on the altar of ideological purity and partisan dissent. Take a moment. Aliens, Napoleon was controlled by the aliens. Aliens have been abducting humans for a long time. Scientists have been examining Napoleon Bonaparte's remains. They are puzzled by what appears to be a microchip embedded in his head. Scientists examining the remains of Napoleon Bonaparte they are deeply puzzled by the discovery of a half-inch-long microchip embedded in his skull. They say that the mysterious object could be an alien implant, suggesting that the French emperor was once abducted by a UFO. Abductees have claimed for years that aliens abducted them and planted devices or such objects in their bodies. At Rome in the winter of 218 BC, quote, a spectacle of ships gleamed in the sky. In 217 BC at RP, round shields were seen in the sky. In 212 BC at Rieti, a huge stone was seen falling down. In 218 BC, a spectacle of great waves of the sea. A stoner who leads a band of rebellious students against the army enemies who have taken up resistance in the bodies of the teachers. To defeat the foreign body penalty, they use a homemade diuretic which depletes the creatures of the excessive amounts of water they need to survive. That was our plan text. Essentially, we're going to give aliens, or give everyone alcohol in order to show who is an alien and to kill the aliens. And this would also have the added effect of freeing up Gridlock in Congress so that they would be able to destroy the NSA and kick the aliens out of the world. That's our plan. To summarize, we need to kick aliens out of the Earth. Or no, to summarize, we need to destroy the NSA because it is a mouthpiece of the aliens and it's how they control us, which is bad. So that's why you must vote the affirmative.
Are you saying all illegal aliens are criminals?
Okay, so time, 3 minutes. Are you ready?
Sure.
Everyone ready? All right.
I share.
Okay.
Wait,
So,
these are questions
and-
at this point too, or no?
Alright, 3, 2, 1. And your solvency evidence, you said that alcohol kills aliens from Ask Men. Why should we trust Ask Men?
Because it's one of the most prestigious academic websites.
Okay, stop. So your hard one is that aliens abduct humans. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
So
absolutely.
do you have so approximately your connective evolution evidence says that they abduct far more people than they signed the agreement for. What was the amount of humans that they signed the agreement for that they could abduct? It's not in the evidence, by the way.
It's somewhere around
200,000.
200,000.
Yes,
Is
200,000.
that in your connective evidence?
That is a common sense in Shannon's brain.
Okay, so you guys don't know. So for all we
You
know,
know.
it could be one person and they abducted 2 people. Because your
Exactly,
evidence doesn't
that's
give
still
any
an over- that's
your
still an
evidence
overreach.
doesn't give any numbers. Okay, thank you. So your sum of B says that, and then your Mishra evidence says that the NSA is controlled by aliens.
Yes.
Your evidence says that the NSA was built to talk to aliens and that the government is controlled by aliens, but does that mean that the NSA, so does your evidence specifically say that the NSA is controlled by aliens, or is it just that it was just created for the process of communicating with aliens?
Well, both. It was created to be able to communicate.
Okay,
with
thank you,
and now it's
thank you.
controlled
And
by-
then your
You do realize we can't answer your questions
observation
unless you
four
let us answer
is that
questions.
Napoleon and Rome were controlled by aliens.
Yes.
How
Yes.
does wait? No, just a sec.
Well, Romans observed aliens.
So first off, how is this case? Okay, so the NSA, approximately how much of domestic surveillance does the NSA account for? Can you give me approximate percentage?
About 60%.
60%. Okay. So
I should have told that number out of nowhere.
Okay, so for your so one of your arguments, your Huffington Post evidence says that grid dock is bad.
Yep.
So does that mean that no laws will be passed?
No, just that less laws will be passed.
Okay, and your plan, you use state action, is that correct?
My plan
Sure.
excuse me?
Okay, your plan uses state action,
Can you
right?
repeat that in normal
What is
people
your
terms?
agent?
I don't know.
What
Can
is
you
the
please
agent?
repeat the question in something that makes
Our
sense?
agent is the United States.
Oh, yeah, that's all I needed to know, thank you. And then the
I
final
guess
one,
you did.
by passing this plan, do you in any way or form decrease Obama's popularity?
Again, can you please
That
just
is
read
not in anywhere relevant.
Yes, it is.
topicality? You're not
The
being
negative-
topical.
Pause. The negative does not have to be topical in policy debate.
Shut up!
Yes,
Nobody cares.
So, can you answer that question in the last 10 seconds? Does their plan decreases Obama's popularity at all?
Does it matter?
Nope.
Yes, it does. It doesn't? Do you have any evidence saying that?
Do you have any evidence saying that it does?
Yes, I do. Alright, thank you. Alright, I will take 3 minutes of prep. Alright. First is Tom Caddy. Domestic surveillance must occur within the United States. Oxford 50. Definition of domestic in English. Occurring inside of a particular country, not foreign or international. The current state of U.S. domestic affairs. Violation. The affirmative plan takes place within this universe, which means that they are not topical because they're not within the United States themselves. So therefore, you must vote negative because of the fact that on the basis of ground. This is a vote issue because of number one grounds. Because of the fact that this continues just on negative ground. Because we have to prepare for not only within the United States but outside in the space in the universe, which creates an infinite amount of accommodation for affirmative plans. So therefore, the fact that you must vote negative because Top Kennedy is a voting issue. Next up is the critique. Next up is politics. So momentum building for Obama gun reform. Williams 15. Push will continue. Obama seems to have subsidized public syndicalism. Everyone around the country are stepping up. The war for gun control will go on. So the surveillance reform costs political capital when Obama gets involved. Roberts 15. The White House puts itself firmly on the side of the NSA reform when it asked if the president was taking ownership of the USA Freedom Act. This is consistent with the reforms that the president advocated a year and a half ago. These are reforms that are required the president and his team to expend significant amounts of political capital to achieve over the objections of the Republicans. So what's the impact? What? Leveraging political capital is key. How did that work? Leveraging political capital is the key to gun reform. Kumar 15. Recent developments that buoyed Obama's Supreme decision on Obamacare and same-sex marriage. Obama has seen the national mood shift sharply in his direction. It remains to be seen if he can use this either as leverage to suppress his remaining political ambitions. 2. Gun control is necessary to prevent widespread structural violence across the United States. Response 13. The realities of gun violence in America faces every day. Children are killed in street violence. 20,000 children and youth under the age of 20 are killed or injured by firearms each year. The groups that are particularly high risk of falling victim to gun homicide are older teens. Every day after that, victims of structural violence must confront issues. Next up is the critique. The sovereign apparatus, which is in this case the United States federal government, includes the category of the act devoid of all value, reducing all that the bare life. Algom 98. That the sovereignty of the living over all assets of the immediate counterpart the determination which the life ceases to have any judicial value and can never be killed without the commission of homicide. This judicial category of life devoid of value to the bare life of homicide, sir. It is that every binarization, every quantization of life, disciplinary implies a new decision concerning the threshold beyond which life ceases to be politically relevant and can be such eliminated without punishment. Every society fixes the limit, decides who safe for men will be. This limit has now moved inside every human life and every citizen. Bare life now dwells in the biological body of every living being, so it would be impact. Also, this form of politics makes racism, massacres, and the possibility of homicide possible. Leon 05. Temporal identity right that is its own distinctive way. Massacres have become vital. Biopolitics does teach us what who to kill. Power over them must educate that we don't have a biopolitics on geopolitics, global and humanitarian wars of intervention, and doctrines of virtues wars. This specifically moderated to the bound with the techniques of power, with the technology of power, biopolitics, around the revision of the question of life being carried to that. Indeed, the intrinsic value of biopolitics in its essential relation with correction and death. So what's the alternative? The alternative is to reject or affirm the negation is sitting positively, the refusal to reform liberal democratic politics. They are a method for engaging politically, always produces violence, and just like Bartleby, we prefer not to engage. Spawn also. The dramatic political immigrant haunting new world order for the American intervention in Vietnam, the essence of Vietnamese resistance, and of the strategy of refusal of structural unanswerability that is adequate to the task of determining the global pretensions of America. I'm referring to the exhibit witness of Melville, a negation or anti-narrative strategy that was intended to call America's exceptionalist imperial project into question and Bartleby. This resonant silence is refusal to respond to the kind of ratified premises of American Wall Street logic, utterly confound, neutralized, nearing inventing practical efficacy. I prefer not to. His saying comes to the most effective means of rendering an impetus to the positive, globally oriented power. This effort to think positively to nothing except for the exceptionist global discourse of America will have nothing to do with this effort to get a voice out of science. So think of the imminent cross-examination that they defend state action in their agency, the U.S. federal government. However, my government evidence shows that the sovereign power, which is in this case the United States federal government, will not actually take action, which I will discuss later in my circumvention argument. Next up is the counterclaim. Text. The United States federal government should engage in genuine, prior, and binding with abstract didactic command regarding the mandates of the affirmative plan competition. Any permutation is severe the immediacy and certainty of the plan, and the counterclaim avoids the absurdity and net benefit. So obviously, as your command controls the universe and monitors Earth, they should be consulted before reducing their power, because it is their aliens that are controlling the U.S. federal government right now. Do Astro 04. The Astro Command is branched of the Intergalactic Command with the specific mission of assisting this planet and acquires it. It is under the direct supervision of the beloved Master Sonata, known as the U.S. Jesus, who is the Super Commander of the Holy United. The Astro Command is present everywhere in and over the Earth's atmosphere. There are thousands and thousands of spaceships. Its function is to watch over the planet and its inhabitants, to be attentive to any form of danger, and if you are invoked to intervene quickly in any interpersonal manner. Since our mission of love is to help due to our greatest scientific technological level, we can control matter, energy, and counteract and know the law of gravity. We are the authority that the space program to be fulfilled for planet Earth. Okay, so as shown by the Astro Command evidence, they control the universe, they control the U.S. federal government, they control the NSA right now. If they lower, if they lower the NSA program, they are angering Astro Command, so therefore we must control Astro Command before we lower their power, and any permutation is a severance term, which is illegitimate in this round. Now to on-case arguments. One, the affirmatives do not have any evidence saying that aliens will leave after their power is resolved. Extend their collective evolution and their evidence, because it shows that aliens are extremely dangerous, requiring the need for the counterclaim. Because of the fact that all of their saying that they killed the aliens, but aliens will still be here after they're dead, because they never had any evidence saying how many aliens can they kill on their planet. Two, the NSA would not allow curtailment. Empirics proves that the government will always shift to new forms of surveillance. reforms are not possible. The plan will be circumvented. Green Wall 14. The United States wants to show the impose limits on the powers of the U.S. federal government is the U.S. federal government. Governments don't walk around trying to figure out how to limit their own power. The entire system in D.C. is designed at its core to prevent real reform. The Congress is not going to enact everything, resisting fundamental limits on the NSA's power of massive agents. Even if it somehow did, the White House would never assign it. Even if all of that miraculously happened, the fact that the U.S. intelligence community with no limits and no oversight means they easily co-opt out of the entire reform process. The White House's strategy has been obvious. Enact something that is called reform so that he can give a pretty little speech telling the world what he heard and respond to the concerns. That actually changes almost nothing. As shown by my off-case and my on-case arguments, the affirmative stand does not really solve for anything because the aliens will not leave after an end. And the plan will not be circumvented. Their plan will not work because of the fact that the plan will be circumvented, as shown by my green white evidence, because the NSA will find another way to do surveillance, and since the aliens will not leave, it requires the need for the counterfeit in order to do this. And the use of the sovereign state, once again with my green white evidence and my Goldman evidence, shows that the worst place to look to cause reforms of the U.S. federal government is the U.S. federal government itself. So therefore, for all of those reasons, and many more quoting Shannon cuts, I urge a negative ballot.
Okay then.
Pretty sure it was someone else who said that, not her.
Okay, well, so who asks questions? Both of us?
Good, actually, curious.
I do.
I refuse open cross-ex because I don't like codes.
Okay.
Just kidding. I don't
So,
3, 2, 1, go.
What
So
are you?
would you like me to explain my case again? Okay.
No,
so,
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Just shut up now.
Okay, so first off,
no. Okay, we don't need you to do that. I'd like to start off first by asking the most obvious question here, which is that, are you an alien, Elmer?
yes, I am an alien. Well, I'm a new breed of aliens. I'm here.
Okay.
I drink
Thank
alcohol.
you.
Alcohol
Thank
does
you.
not kill
Thank
me.
you.
Alcohol
Thank
does
you.
not kill any alien.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So what can a person do when they're drunk?
Okay.
What are the mental and logical capabilities of a person when drunk?
Well, quoting Naruto, there's a character in Naruto who can fight effectively when he's drunk.
Okay,
so
thank
I
you.
say,
Thank you.
So you say that we're not being topical because
No, I'm
aliens
saying-
aren't in the United States. Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying that you involved like aliens were not born here. They would not be aliens if they were. They come from a
So it's not
they're
topical.
within the universe.
Yes, it's
Yes.
not tough. Okay. So what was your definition of domestic again?
My definition of domestic is inside of a particular country, not foreign or international. Foreign, that means aliens.
Okay. So thank you. Where does the NSA namely spy supposedly?
I mean, like, even if that question is valid, my evidence
It
shows
is
that
a valid
anything will be
question.
circumvented.
What?
So,
no,
and
wait,
that's
what?
not
No,
even-
just answer the damn question!
I'm gonna answer the damn question! Okay,
Speakerphone.
where does the NSA?
Oh,
so
yeah.
the NSA is
No,
control.
where is the NSA? I'm asking
Where
where
is
do
the
they
NSA?
spy? No,
Okay,
I'm
so-
asking like who do they spy on?
Who did the NSA spy on?
Yes.
Okay, can I answer that question fully? In order, okay.
Just answer
So
the question
your
I
evidence
asked.
shows that the
Answer
NSA is controlled by aliens. Therefore, since the aliens
That's
control
not
the
what I
NSA,
asked you.
they're
You're not
gonna
being
be
topical. Never
the
mind.
NSA.
Never
spies
mind.
Moving on to
aliens
another
and
Moving on.
Moving on to another question. What exactly does gun politics have to do with this case
Okay.
at all?
Okay. So your action for surveillance, reform, withdrawal, and inevitably failed due to my green one evidence shows that it cost Obama's political capital, which therefore
And how
which
exactly
means-
does Obama's political capital relate to this topic?
Well,
Why
my
do we
Roberts,
care?
Well, my Roberts. Okay, so
It's Obama.
if you don't care, what do you mean you don't care?
Okay, what was your solvency?
My solvency to my Astar, the net benefit of the Astar DA, my solvency is basically the fact that Astar Command controls the universe, so
Okay,
therefore
what's
you
that?
should-
What's what is
Astar Command?
Ashtar Command?
Okay, Lord Astar 04. The Astar Command is a branch of the Intergalactic
Are
Command.
you talking
which
about
is-
Thor?
No, I'm talking
Okay.
about Astar.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Quote of the year, right?
Protons of life.
You have time for one more question.
I'm going to repeat the first one. What type of alien are you?
What type of alien am I? I'm an Asian.
Okay then, thank you.
How much prep?
So, how much prep do we get? We're not, I think we
No prep? Okay.
No, let's take some prep.
Yeah, we're taking
No,
prep.
I mean, like, we have
Alright.
16 minutes, so probably.
And give us a minute.
Alright.
1 minute. Okay.
Okay, so take that over there so we can keep going with the case. Okay, so now other than the fact that Obama's a freaking alien, and so by Yang supporting Obama, it just goes to show that Yang's an alien, Obama's an alien, by supporting the NSA, by negating, by doing what the resolution and what Yang's doing, we are essentially saying that the world can be controlled by aliens, and that's why you have to vote ABT. Otherwise, you are voting for the oppressive alien regime. And now he talks about how we don't solve anything, and this is complete and utter bullcrap, because the fact is that we do. By taking out the NSA, then nothing. By taking out the NSA, we're taking out the aliens, which was shown in one of our cards, but I don't remember the last name of the guy who does the card. And the thing that I can look it up on is over there because it's recorded. But the thing of the matter is that he also in CX couldn't really answer a question about what you could do when you're drunk or not. The fact is that you can't do anything when you're drunk. So, except for his thing about Naruto, which is completely irrelevant to the topic whatsoever, because that's Japan, and and that doesn't work. Now, going on to his thing, where was I? Something about the wall? Or no, drunk people. Drunk people! The fact is
He's tired of your bullcrap.
Shut your face!
Start talking about the wall.
People who are inflicted on beer can't do crap. I've seen this with my parents. They stumble around. There's no way they can spy on people. Therefore,
You have 2 minutes.
by getting the NSA drunk, the NSA can't do anything and it'll kill the aliens because aliens are allergic to beer. How do we know this? We've never seen Obama drink and we've never seen Yang drink. So therefore, we know that aliens can't drink alcohol. And okay, now go onto the wall. So the thing is that to keep the aliens out, we follow a list from Donald Trump and we build a wall around the We built a wall around the entire Earth, and that'll keep the aliens out. And therefore, when we shoot the wall, it'll come back down and it'll kill all the aliens. So therefore, all the aliens will be dead, the Earth will be protected, and we stop global warming. So life is perfect. Now, going on to his definition of domestic. Domestic, in his idea, is that it's not foreign or international or some stupid thing like that. However, domestic pertains to the home. You know what the NSA? You know what NSA does? The NSA spies on people in their home. So therefore, that our alien topic is completely irrelevant, and therefore his thing on topicality can't be called. So, through all of this, Yang is an alien, Obama is an alien, we should build a wall. We actually solved something that people can't do crap when drunk. As you can see up here. For all these reasons and more, you should vote ABT.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so there's A15 evidence. Elmer is an alien. How does that pertain to the U.S. federal government at all?
Because aliens are controlling the U.S. federal government.
So I'm the U.S. federal government.
No, your people are.
Okay, so where's your evidence that says Obama's an alien?
Like,
Just
has he been
just
drinking beer?
No. Okay, this sounds like a conspiracy theory. Is that correct?
No.
You know what else is
this
conspiracy
factual.
theory? Your face.
Okay, that's ad hominem. Okay, so you're Trump. Like you're Trump added. I'm just gonna call it a Trump advantage. Your wall. So how exactly does this wall? How much money would that wall take?
Probably about $200 million.
Okay, and does the U.S. have the money to do? Okay, so does this require the U.S. Does this require a bill to be passed through Congress?
No, maybe. It depends.
Okay, so yes, the answer is yes. Okay, thank you. And then your T, what the crap was your T counter interp about the homeland? Are you like Russian or something?
We'll become one with Russia.
No,
Okay.
we're American.
So
and
then
We're patriotic.
And then
We should build a wall.
Okay, let me ask my question.
No.
Okay, so your argument that said, did you ever answer my circumvention argument?
Yes, I did.
And you never answered my off-case argument.
Yes, I did.
So so that's a yes, no, so you conceded all.
No, we said yes.
Okay, so what were your answers to my off-case argument?
Let's see, can you please repeat your off-case argument?
No, I won't because it's my precious CS time.
Well, then maybe you should repeat our arguments.
Okay, so you said that what was your support NSA and supports controlled by aliens?
Because the NSA is aliens. Were you not listening to our entire case?
Do you have any evidence that says, but your evidence never specifically said that the NSA
My
are all
Yang 15
aliens?
evidence said this.
We're not saying that they're all aliens, but
We don't have enough time, so alright, so time, order is going to be, extending off case, then case. Actually, no, I'm gonna switch it around because I want to bash them first. So, case, then off case. So, I'm going to give myself 8 minutes. 3. So this is the last we jumped around, sorry, because we don't have enough time. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so their entire case, their entire argument about the Dane 15 argument is that Elmer say, how is this irrelevant to because I'm not a member of the US federal government, so they're you can, this is a take out to the Dane 15 evidence, because Elmer is not a member of the US federal government, this is no offense to pretend stuff. So the Dane 15 is a part of that is full bullcrap, number 1, and number 2, this is irrelevant to this round. So, therefore, the fact that you must vote you cannot accept the Dane 15 evidence. Now, on to the next argument that Obama is an alien. There's no support evidence to this because there's been proof that Obama has drinking alcohol before. They never gave any evidence about that. They just said that Obama didn't drink any alcohol. However, the fact that they never have any evidence supporting this, so therefore the fact that you must automatically, unless they give evidence that you must automatically think that Obama drinks alcohol, he's taking out all offense that they have right now because of the fact that they're asking evidence now about the alcohol cannot be processed out here because of the fact that if they so if their evidence was actually true, then Obama would be dead right now if he was really an alien. However, he is not dead, and so therefore the fact that this is a takeout to their Obama argument. Now onto their argument about supporting the NSA would support control by the aliens. However, this is no relevance in this case whatsoever. I mean, it does have relevance, but wait. This is no, I mean, their argument, their missional evidence just says that the NSA was made to communicate with aliens. However, their missional evidence never actually explicitly said that the NSA is aliens itself. They just said that it was built to communicate with aliens. So therefore, the fact that this is not applicable to their support NSA means world control by aliens argument, because the fact that this is not cross-applicable. Because there are two different things that they're talking about. They're talking about an agency that is not even controlled by aliens. It's made to communicate with evidence. And that's what their mission evidence says. And then their argument that circumvention is bullcrap is completely, that has no relevance in this round, except for Greenwald evidence, because it says that the ridiculousness of having the government trying to reform themselves, this is a completely ridiculous argument. I mean, this is a completely, this is completely applicable in this round. And their argument that says that this is ridiculous is completely utter bullcrap, because of the fact that my Greenwald evidence specifically states that the entire system is designed and supposed to prevent real reform, which is take out any solid evidence that have it all in their case itself. And their Trump 15 evidence, the Trump 15 about law stopping global warming, it has no relevance around whatever. Because of Trump advantage, they admitted in cross-examination that Trump, that this bill would have to build a wall would have to go to Congress, and they're extended Huffington Post evidence because this talks about how gridlock is happening in Congress right now. So, and then. So gridlock is happening right now. The Trump advantage will not pass because of the fact. Shut up, Cole. Because of the fact that
Jesus loves you, Elmer. Even though you're an alien, Jesus loves you.
So therefore the fact that their entire case collapses upon itself because everything contradicts each other. So they're reading stuff that is not even applicable in their round. Their 15 is utter bullcrap. Their evidence is completely horrible. They have no real impact in their 2AC evidence. The only impact is that aliens are just abducting people. However, the fact. Shut up, Shannon. The fact that their evidence is not even outside in this round because of my key violation, and now I will be extending case arguments. So, extend Oxford 15 evidence because it talks about how domestic is within a particular country. They completely conceded that aliens are not always in the. They were not born in the United States. They were born in another Canada. So my topic ID violation still says topic ID is a voting issue because of the fact that they are not being topical. The negative has to press for huge amounts of stuff. So therefore the fact that this you must vote negative on Tom Kennedy, and the second voting issue affects Tom Kennedy because of the fact that their plan is going through the aliens. They said that extend their collective abuse evidence because that aliens control the federal government, which means that their plan through the U.S. federal government actually goes through the aliens, which is not being topical itself. So therefore, the fact that they're shipping topical by a variety of internal leaks, which is affects Tom Kennedy and therefore affects Tom Kennedy is abusive because it forces because they can just do a variety of things. They can pass through the states, which falls under the federal government. This makes us prep for different agents under the U.S. federal government itself. So, for that, you should vote on Tom Kennedy next. And to completely consider my politics disadvantage for gun politics, they say that Obama has this argument has no is not even relevant in this round. However, this argument is extremely relevant in this round.
Ow!
Alright, just it. This argument is extremely relevant in this round because of the fact that Senator Roberts' evidence, because of the fact that it's just a race for confidence in capital, and Obama gets involved, and so therefore the fact that this is a strong case for my politics, gun politics disadvantage, because of the fact that this prevents any real country from evidence, and okay, so then moving on to the critique. They completely conceded the entire critique. They conceded every single piece of evidence. External government evidence being assessed. It critiques the use of the U.S. federal government because it creates a category devoid of all life of value, reducing all life to bare die, which even defeats the purpose of having this round. He's never going to use the U.S. federal government. It inherently creates a world of absolutely no life at all, which means that none of us will exist, no one will exist. So yeah. I consider the evidence because it's that the use of the software and apparatus makes racism, massacres, and the possibility of homicide possible. So, but the fact that a vote for the affirmative means a vote for racism, a vote for massacres, and a vote for homicide. And then they continue to consider our alternative evidence. So there was the fact that you must vote on the critique. And they continue to concede the counterfeit evidence as well. They never actually responded to so after counterfeit. They didn't even bother trying to permit, which is weird. But and then they completely conceded the evidence, our Astro evidence, which specifically said that Astro Command controls the universe. So therefore, the fact that they must go through Astro Command first, because if Astro Command controls the universe, then inherently they have the power to destroy Earth if we anchor them by only NSA surveillance agency. So therefore, the fact that a vote for negative means a vote for extinction of all planet Earth because of the Astro Command, which means that we must consult Astro Command first. I heard that quote. So we must consult Astro in order to pass the first end. They also completed by circumvention evidence, as I said before, and now in my last 1 minute I will okay. And in cross-examination, I will be attacked in one AC evidence proof. Their Aspen evidence has no weight in this round whatsoever because of the fact that I cut this evidence with trolling in mind, and they're immediate for real. So therefore, the fact that Aspen is not relevant. Aspen has no dealing with aliens whatsoever. They're not a conspiracy website. They're not professors. They are not even used for our government. So therefore, the fact that their Aspen evidence has no solvency, which means that they have no solvency in this round whatsoever. They didn't read any evidence whatsoever, even though I put it in the 1AC show about how alcohol causes people to be more thinking and okay, so and her argument in the 1AC and the 2AC was about how alcohol causes people to do nothing. If alcohol causes people to do nothing, how does alcohol solve congressional gridlock? Because it keeps congressional gridlock happening. Because without any people, without congressmen that can do anything, then congressional gridlock would happen. Because of these things and many reasons more.
You have no time left. There's no way.
Negative.
Alright, since he's gotta go, let's just do a quick rebuttal. I promise it'll probably be less than 30 seconds. Let's go.
I'm going.
I'm going. No, seriously, we had such a great rebuttal.
No, I have to go.
No, our rebuttal was 30 seconds.
That was really bad.
No, you actually
No, hold up.
good.
Our rebuttal was like 30 seconds.
Alright, let's
Then go.
So I'd like to start with the rebuttal by quoting my opponent verbatim. A vote for neg is a vote for the destruction of the earth. So he's admitting right here that his plan causes destruction of the earth. Why you shouldn't vote for him. Second, Elmer admitted in cross-examination that he's an alien, so therefore how can you trust a single thing that he's saying about aliens? I mean, come on, that destroys his credibility. Why would you vote for someone like that? And lastly, down with the extraterrestrial argument.
Okay, I think we take an open vote.
the final speech.
As a member of Proton Society, I would like to further in fact that we do not have the possibility to eat or drink alcohol. We breathe and spit methionine through a form of photosynthesis. This beer has no effect.
Bill, the awesome taste of this stuff almost brings all the tears to my awesome eyes. Yup, it's so true. I know it.
Also, since we have taken control of your government, your technology has exceedingly improved. Also, yes.
Down with the extraterrestriarchy.
Yes, but the extraterrestriarchy is the only one keeping
Down with it.
up. This is recorded, by the way. This, my friends, since the Proton has been more efficient in having less wars than any Terran species, and I believe that we are the more commanding presence of this world,
We need to get
the better government of this world.
We need the vote to get done.
We have 5 different galaxies under our colonialism. The Terran race only has one. This is why I think you should vote for Protoss overlords.
All right.
Well, I can't argue with something like that.